Hi friends, welcome to Kodai Linux. I'm your facilitator Murali. So this session we are going to learn about the filter command sort. Sort, this command sorts lines of text file and it's a filter command. So the syntax is sort options if any, sort command followed by options if any, followed by one or more optional file list, input files. If no input file is specified, then sort reads input from the keyboard, and if no output file is specified, then sort sends its output to monitor. So there are various options with sort command with which we can do specific operations. -B option for ignoring leading blanks in the lines of input file. If there are any leading blanks in any lines in the input file, they would be ignored while looking for sorting the lines. -D option, consider only blanks and alphanumeric characters while sorting lines from input file. It is a dictionary sorting. Okay, so it will be sorting based on the ASCII value of the characters. -F option, ignore case while sorting lines from input file. While sorting the lines from input file, capital A, something starting with capital A, another starting with small a, they would be placed next to each other. So case would be ignored. -N option, perform numeric sort on lines from input file. So when we want to perform numeric sorting, even when we are trying to sort a set of numbers, they would be sorted based on their ASCII value. Okay, but by specifying -N option, based on the numerical value of the numbers would be sorted. -H option, compare human readable numbers like 2k, 1g. So let us suppose I have 1g and 1024m. So 1024m would be first placed and then 1g would be placed because g is more than megabytes. Okay, so that is compare human readable numbers. -R option reverses the result of comparison. -M option, merge already sorted files, do not sort. So when we are specifying already sorted files as arguments with the -M option, then those set of files specified as arguments would be merged. They should be already sorted files. Then coming to the -O option. With -O option, what we can do? We can send the output of a sort command to a particular file. There are two ways of sending output. One is by output redirection, we know that. And the other one is using the -O option as far as the sort command is concerned. Then -T option. This is used to specify the field separator. So with -T, if I specify any particular character, then that would be understood as the field separator separating the different fields in the input file for sort. -K option, specify the field that has to be sorted. Which field you want to sort, you can specify with the -K option. Then -C option, to check if the file specified as argument is already in the sorted order. So I have a file, I want sort command to check if that file is already in the sorted order. Okay, so this is a Boolean command. It would return either true or false. We will be seeing how it works. Let us start working with all these options of sort command. Let us start working with the sort command. First, let us look at the -B option. So -B option is for what? Ignore leading blanks. Okay, sort -B. Okay, something zebra. apple, orange, lion, tiger. Control D. Control D to specify the end of the input. So apple, lion, orange, tiger, zebra. It has properly sorted. It has not considered the leading blank lines. See, if you are executing the same command without the -b option, that is ignoring the leading blanks, and let me give the same kind of input. Zebra, apple, exactly I will give the same output. Orange, lion, tiger. Control D. What happens? So tiger was the last input. So based on the space, it is considering the spaces also. Based on that, it is showing the sorted output. So apple is coming last because it is not having any leading spaces. So leading spaces ASCII value would be considered. So which is lesser than the yes ASCII value. That is the reason we are getting an output like this. So if you want to ignore the leading spaces, then you can give the -b option. Next, so that is about the -b option. Next, -d, sort based on the dictionary order. That is again the ASCII order. So sort -d. Okay. So I'll give something like okay. Then okay. Control D. What happens? 8933 is stolen because the digits ASCII value is lesser than the alphabet's ASCII value. So 8933, this was the last input. So this is the first line in the output. Why? Because the digits ASCII value is lesser than any alphabet's ASCII value. Then B, then comes the B, then comes the K, then comes the L. So that way it sorts in the dictionary order. Next, let us look at an option which ignores the case while sorting the input lines. So sort. Further, first let us understand what is the behavior if your words are beginning with lowercase and uppercase. Some words are beginning with uppercase, some words are beginning with lowercase. So in that case, what is the behavior? Let us try to understand that. I'm entering apple, then orange, mango, papaya, zebra, okay, tomato, control D. So it's a mixture of uppercase and lowercase. Then tomato was my last input. So orange, tomato, zebra, apple, mango, papaya. So what happens? All the words beginning with uppercase alphabets, they are displayed together first in their alphabetical order. Then lowercase. Y means even capital Z's ASCII value is lesser than small a's ASCII value. So it strictly displays based on the alphabetical order. There it doesn't ignore the case. It considers the case while doing the ASCII comparison. But what if we want sort to ignore the case? Okay, ignore the case of the letters between small z and capital Z, small a and capital A. Okay, then how do we do that? For that, we need to issue the option -f. That is for ignoring the case. So let us give some inputs similar to that. Apple, zebra, orange, mango, tomato, kite. Okay, it's a mixture of. Then I'll give another thing. Avocado. Something. Control D. Avocado is my last input. So apple, avocado. So apple is displayed first, then avocado. So all the words starting with A, they are grouped together. Within them, capital A's ASCII value is lesser than small a's ASCII value, so capital A is displayed first, small a is displayed next. Then kite, mango, orange, tomato, zebra. Okay, so they are displayed in the alphabetical order regardless of their case. So this is the -F option. Then what if we want to do some numerical sort? So I want to, let me tell you what I want to do. What I mean, 9, 105, 32, 1009, 8, control D. The last line of input here is 8. So look at the output, 1009, 105, 32, 8, 9. Has it sorted in numerical order? No, but it has sorted. What order? In the ASCII order. 1, 100. Okay, then 105. So 100, 100, 105. 105, so 5. Here 5 and 0 it compares. So 5's ASCII value is 1010. Then where it differs, third character. Third character, this 5 is greater than 0. So 5's ASCII value is greater than 0's ASCII value. It puts that next to that. 1 and 3. So 3's ASCII value is greater than 1's ASCII value. Then 8. Then 9. So that way it sorts. But what if I want to tell that it should sort based on the numerical value, considering the whole complete number, not the beginning characters, not in the ASCII sorting, but the numerical sorting. For that we need to specify the -N option. So let us enter the same thing, same numbers, 105, 32, 1009, 8, control D. See, 8, 9, 32, 105, 1009. Yes. So for performing numerical sorting, we can specify the -N option. Then next, let us suppose that I have certain quantities, like as a part of a file, one particular column is consisting of certain quantities like 1024M. Okay, 1G. Okay, then 521. Okay, 522 K. Control D. So 1024M, 1G, 522K. But how I want it to display means, first it should display 522K, then 1024M, then G, that is kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes. Is there any way of telling sort to sort in that order? Okay, wherein it should understand K, M, G and all? Yes, there is a way of doing that. There is one option called -H. That is sorting based on the human readable form. So human readable means there is K, M, G should be understood. That unit should be understood. So let me give the same kind of input, 1024M, 1G. Now let us see how it sorts. 522K. Control D. What happens? 522K, 1024M, first kilobytes, then megabytes, then gigabytes. So this way it sorts. This is sorting based on the human readable form. Okay. Next, let us consider one input file called emp.lst. I want to sort based on their salaries. So there is a set of employee records. In every employee record, based on the colon delimiter, fifth field is salary field. So I want to sort these records based on the ascending order of the salary. You know that the numerical sorting option is -N. And then there is an option called -T, using which I can specify the delimiting character. So I can tell to sort that this is the delimiting character. Based on this delimiting character, it has to understand the fields to be fields of every input line. Then how do we specify which field it has to sort? There is an option called -K. Fifth field we need, so based on colon delimiter, in every line, fifth field is a salary field. So -K5. Okay, what is the input file name? emp.lst. So I need to sort the emp.lst file. Okay, fifth field, salary field. Okay, numerical sorting. So does it do the sorting in ascending order? Yes. See, look at this. 75,490, 79,500, 86,450, 102, 508, 150, 000. Okay, what if I want to do descending order sorting? For that, what we need to do? We need to specify the OR option. OR would do the reverse sorting. So it does the reverse sorting. Is it not doing the sorting in the descending order of the salaries? Yes. What if I want to get the highest salaried person? Pipe it to head minus 1. You will get the highest salaried person. What if I want to get the lowest salaried person? What do? Pipe it to tail minus 1. Thanks to the pipe, we are able to get such things. Okay. Then, what if I want to send the output of the sorting to a particular file? Okay, emp.sorted. Okay, I want to send the output to a particular file. So now it will no more send the output to the monitor, but it will send it to the file. Let us check whether this file has been created and whether the sorted output is sent to this. Yes, the sorted output is sent to this file. It has done the reverse sorting based on the employee salary in each employee record and then sent the sorted output to the file emp.sorted. Okay. Next, there is one more thing. Let me clear the screen. What if I want to check if a particular file, input file, is already in sorted order? How do I do that? Okay, there is one file called uneven sorted. So let me check it. I know that it is already in sorted order, but just imagine there is a very big file wherein you can't cross check whether it is in sorted order or not. So there is an option which is available with sort command which helps me to do exactly the same task. Sort -c will exactly check that uneven underscore sorted. If it is already in sorted order, it won't display any output. If it doesn't display anything, okay, it means that it is already in sorted order. How do we know that? Okay, let us take some file which is not in sorted order. Cat uneven. It is not in sorted order. So let me check. Sort -c uneven. So sort uneven 2. That is in the second line there is a disorder lion. After zebra lion comes, right? So it is not in the sorted order. Okay. Along with -c, let me give -r option. 4 disorder. Why? Because zebra, lion, chimp. Till that it is in sorted order, right? In the descending order. -r, it checks whether it is in sorted order in descending or descending sorted order because I have given -r. So till chimp there is no issue. After c, m comes. Again it ascends. So that is not acceptable. So it tells disorder. So if it tells disorder, it means it is not in sorted order. If it doesn't give any output, then it means it is in sorted order. So this is the -c option. Then what if I want to merge two already sorted arrays? Okay, sorted already two sorted files which are already in sorted order, the lines of which is already in sorted order. Cat uneven underscore sorted. Look at this contents of this. Cat une2 by themselves they are sorted only, right? Yes, they both are in sorted order. So if we want to merge these two, then what we can do? Sort -1 uneven underscore sorted and une2 underscore sorted. If you want to merge these two files, then we can do like this. So within themselves they would be arranged in the proper alphabetical order, ASCII order. Correct? See, chimp, after that dog from the second file is picked up. Then giraffe from the second file. And so on. That way it picks up. So while merging, it sorts between the two files. Fine? So this is about the -m option. Let us clear the screen now. Let us have a look at this emp.lst again. What if I want to sort all these records, employee records, based on the year of birth. Okay, let us take it as okay, date of birth field, that is. So year of birth of the employees. So based on the year of birth, I want to sort all these records. Okay, so how do we do that? So let us see. For that, what we can do, sort. What is the, so I want to exactly identify the fourth field, right? So I need to give -t, okay, then colon. Then what I can do, so which field I want to sort, which field I want to go, fourth field, in every record fourth field. So fourth field is what? +3. And in fourth field, which character? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, seventh character. Seventh character means +3.6. So +3 will take you to fourth field. +0.6 will take you to the seventh sub character, sub field. Okay, seventh character in that fourth field, 3.6. Then -3 point. So with -3 we reach the fourth field. Okay, and this is 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and next to 10th is 11th. -3.11. Okay, then emp.lst. What it does it sort based on the ascending order of the year of birth, 1970, 73, 75, 81, 82. Yes, it does it. So this way we can sort a particular subfield. So year is a particular subfield. Okay, so we can sort a particular subfield this way. For that, specifying the field delimiter character is a must. With -t option, you need to specify the field delimiter character. Okay. With this, we are concluding today's session. If you like the video, you can share it, because sharing is caring. For getting frequent updates and notification, if you have not yet subscribed, you can subscribe to the channel and you can click on the bell icon. Thank you. See you in the next class. Take care. Bye bye.